Jamaica is known around the world for its beauty, but there's another part of Jamaica that's less known, but equally as beautiful and full of potential. The inner cities of Kingston have a lot of problems, but I'd say the biggest problem is the lack of opportunity, the lack of hope, and the lack of optimism. The challenge is, how do we bring hope and optimism back to the inner cities of Kingston? Fairbourne Consulting has been contracted to identify market gaps, market inefficiencies, and design businesses that can be micro-franchised for the youth over the next 6 months. To do this, we get out in the communities, we're on the ground, we're meeting with youth, we're meeting with focus groups, we're meeting in people's homes. We're going in and we're seeing and we're working in communities that many Jamaicans have never traveled themselves. We're talking and we're listening, we're seeing, we're hearing, we're feeling, we're experiencing what life is like for individuals in these inner cities. Once we've identified the market inefficiencies, we look to the private sector to identify who is already operating within this space and create partnerships with them to design micro-franchise opportunities for the youth.
I was invited to a meeting and Jason was the presenter. And I must tell you, after the first sentence, I was ready to go because I was absolutely convinced that for the first time I heard a strategy that could work. That was not a trickle-down approach to wealth creation. It was not a handout approach. It was not even charity. It was basically seeing those persons in their natural setting as assets, as valuable assets that could create wealth.
Each night after meeting in these communities and meeting with the private sector organizations, we as a team assimilate all that we've learned, we analyze and we discuss and we map out all of our findings until we see patterns emerging which lead us to the best opportunity for micro-franchises. Ultimately, by creating these micro-franchises for youth in inner cities, we're doing more than providing them with a job or access to more capital. We're essentially increasing hope and optimism for those youth and for the community as a whole.